What's up, movie Schmoedown fans? It's me again. I'm back for another Schmoedown and pizza, because that's my favorite combination, especially when the quirky mercs are playing. This time it's Meyer versus Jacoby Bancroft. Obviously, gotta support my faction, the quirky mercs. And yeah, I'm way behind, and I've just noticed that a bunch of the Schmoedown matches I didn't watch kind of mysteriously disappeared from the Schmoedown YouTube channel. I hope that's not a permanent thing. I hope they're going to be back there, but I guess I should start watching all these matches before they disappear completely and I completely miss my chance. Anyways, I'll be participating myself, but again, I'm more focused on the pizza as per usual. This is a singles match, so it has no interest to me to win whatsoever. Anyways, I'm nailing this. Let's go!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This movie trivia Schmoedown. It is the ultimate Schmoedown. The ultimate Schmoedown round number 1. It's a tournament matchup. We've had this great 32-person tournament, and it keeps on moving. We're back at the Scum and Villainy Cantina. I'm Christian Harloff. That's Mark Ellis.
I am Mark. You're the villainy. I am the scum, and we are so excited to be back in Hollywood in front of a live studio audience. How's everybody doing out there today? What a lively, throaty crowd for this matchup that features two beloved personalities in the movie trivia Schmoedown. One is a newer competitor to the Schmoedown, the other a mere child who has grown into a kid.
Newer person.
I'm really how do you not like both Jacoby Bancroft and Meyer, the kid, the current movie trivia Schmoedown team's champion? They both have just such great attitudes on the way they present the game, the way they carry themselves. But obviously, Meyer has captured the hearts and minds of the Schmoedown audience for a couple seasons now, and you look at what he's done with his run with Shazam. But Jacoby Bancroft is a kid who just came in here, had a very tough match in his first match and wound up winning it, had a very tough match in his second match, and now in his first tournament match, he goes up against the kid. He has not had an easy road in the Schmoedown, but he's never complained about anything. He's approached it like just a pro in his young rookie season.
Playing
so
on
this is
a
going to
next
be
level,
a
but
battle
he's
of
just gone up against
a current star, big star, champion,
really tough
and a
people
star
in his career.
Yeah, Bancroft looks at the Schmoedown like it's his own personal trainer. There's two types of people. You walk up to a personal trainer, they say, hey, lift that. Type 1 says, I don't want to lift that, I'm going home. That's me. Type 2 is Bancroft. They say, I'm going to lift that, and you're going to be impressed with how much I lift, and I want more the next time. That's what he's asking for. Well, he gets it today in the form of the kid, Meyer, who carries alongside Janine the Bean an entire nation on their shoulders of the great North Canada.
All right, so we're going to see how we got to exactly where we are with probably nothing but class and respect from these two guys here.
All right, what up, Schmoedown? That's right, it's the Deal Breaker here, and I decided I needed to step up my game. I decided I needed to get into this heel game that everyone's talking about. I've been practicing.
Okay, it's like a. No, more. Bateman does more for. Okay, yeah, no.
Jacoby, the Deal Breaker! Yeah! It's my league now! It's my league! Okay. My league now! Yeah, so I faced corruption first, and then I faced the Finstock Exchange second, so I realized that I needed to fight fire with fire and become a heel myself for whoever I face next. So who am I playing?
The kid.
Shoot.
Alright, here we go. The Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament. Look, I haven't had a chance yet to contribute on my own. I haven't played since my lost chance. It's been an amazing year in teams for me. I'm very, very thankful.
And still, movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world!
Got to win this thing again. Got to defend it, so I'm very, very thankful for that. So I want to bring that confidence into this match. Unfortunately, I got a really, really tough draw here with Jacoby Bancroft. This is going to be a really tough test.
Bancroft is, he's quite the force of nature.
Spidey cat.
But the kid is, in fact, Day to go.
Okay. No. I can trash talk the kid. Yeah, I'm ready for this. I trained for this. Okay. I'm in this for the long haul. I want to make my mark and prove myself in a lot of different areas. So I'll be back in singles anytime that they'll have me. If I have to sneak into a match, I'll do that at some point. At this New York event, I'll try to jump on stage somewhere.
He's an amazing rookie this year. He's already won in singles and in teams, and his accuracy rate is right up there with the best we've seen. And I just have to go in with confidence. I'm so excited to be playing at the Scum and Villainy Cantina. I'm so excited to get to play live. I'm excited. I'm excited to get in there. I have so much belief in myself in singles against even tough opponents like Jacoby.
Okay. The kid, I respect you so much. Your positivity and your joy mixed with your insane trivia knowledge has been an inspiration. And honestly, I am so happy right now, and I cannot wait to play this match. So get ready, kid. We're gonna have a very fun time. Ooh. No, yeah, okay. Yeah, this doesn't work, does it?
Yeah. Stick to what you know. That's the best thing.
Look, the Mercs and the Stars, the Mercs are having an incredible year. The Stars, they need this. They need this win. They know that. But this is a lot of pressure to put on this kid. That much is clear. But the kid is going to be playing at a level, if you look what he did at Collision, you look at the way that his game has been elevated since teaming with Bibiani, and even last year in the tournament, he lost to Adam Collins, and he took Adam Collins to the limit inside of last year's tournament. So kid's always a tough opponent to play.
The kid is tough, and then Jacoby Bancroft also we've called a kid, so we're going to have to work on that some point.
Yes.
Two children are competing today of ages 8 and 9. One is taller than the other, that's who will separate them, and this is going to be an exciting one. Plus, you also have the always fun, bubbly personality of Coy Jandrew, and we'll see who's managing for the Stars.
Yeah, it could determine the matter if Jacoby gets cheered or booed. All right, Mark, so if you are ready, I'm ready.
Let me think about it. I turned the stove off. Yes, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
I love when they join in. I love when they join in.
That's why
3 rounds in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Division. There's that music. There's the Stars.
But who from the Stars?
We don't know
will
yet.
Emerge from the shadowy catacombs of the Scum and Villainy Cantina.
We're going to find out in just a moment because Jacoby Bancroft, with that news, Roxy Stryer not here today, but who will be managing? We're going to find out in just a moment for Jacoby. Here he comes. He's walking out and... Oh my God, it's the hitman, Brandon Hanna is with him.
Brandon Hanna!
There's Jacoby. There's Jacoby.
And the crowd loving Jacoby. Jacoby loving the crowd right back. Look at him go.
Introducing first, representing the Stars, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, he is the deal breaker, Jacoby Bancroft.
Jacoby Bancroft introduced Brandon Hanna, his first managerial effort, I believe, of his young career.
No,
he's not managing himself.
All right, Brandon Hanna managed all of last season, taking over
in
for
his
Ken
mind.
Epps.
In his mind, he believed that he did. And now we await his opponent. And there is that all familiar music now of Shazam, the team's champion.
The Shazam.
So many times over, it is becoming it's another David B. special.
Yeah, you just hear him just ripping into those chords.
Yeah.
God, what a talent. I wish I could play guitar.
It is. I mean, look, this is a team. These are players. Now, this kid is a massive star now. You can even feel it.
The kid is a massive.
The kid.
The actual kid.
The kid is an actual star. Look what he's done.
We might see his team's partner as well.
We might see him. We might see Coy. We're going to find out in just a moment. The team's champion is about to come out.
Is Coy doing his final push-ups? He's doing a party pump before he makes an appearance on camera.
Here they come. And here is Shazam. What a season by Shazam.
Oh, Brendan's right there.
And there he is. He is with them. And there he is. What an ovation he's getting. And
look
much
at the bell.
deserved. And his opponent, representing the quirky Mercs, with a record of 5 wins, 5 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the reigning Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion of the World, Brendan the Kid Meyer!
All right, the competitors are set at the podium. The manager, Coy Jandrew, just dusting off that belt, making sure it's got a nice sheen. Brandon Hanna making sure his competitor's collar is correct, straight. Everybody's good, and I think it's time for the rules of round number 1.
Hit it.
The golden pipes of Mark Ellis with the rules of round number 1. In round number 1, 8 questions, 3 different corners of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how will emerge. Each question's worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing. At least there isn't in round number 1. As soon as we ask the question, you have about 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer with whatever writing surface you prefer. Well, I think we just gave them to you today. So as soon as you do, make sure that your managers, both of them, can see it. Make sure the audience, make sure the camera, and make sure we can see it. You're just going to give that little whiteboard a tour de world. You also each have 3 JTE rules. You may utilize at any point throughout the 3-round match. That's your repeat. You also have 1 challenge. Any point throughout the 3-round match, we'll bring in managers. We'll confirm and deliberate to our heart's content. Brendan Meyer modeling how to write down a correct answer, literally. And Jacoby Bancroft with a smiley face. So I think we're all set here and ready to go. And keep in mind, this is an Ultimate Schmoedown tournament match. The winner of the Ultimate Schmoedown walks away with my Ford Fusion. Yeah.
New prize.
New wrinkle. The kid cannot drive it until he's old enough.
That's right. All right, so I start with the team's champion.
He's old enough to compete, but not old enough to drive.
I'm ready.
Jacoby, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Reminder to our great crowd, please don't even think the correct answer because your competitors could hear you. They have rabbit ears.
All right, here we go. Round 1, question 1. Action adventure is your first category. Which action star has played the characters Lincoln Hawk, Gabe Walker, and John Spartan?
Pretty cool names.
Yeah.
You know, if you have any more kids, you could maybe
It's a stupid
see where
thing.
I'm going with this.
I have girls.
Wait, John
I guess you
Spartan.
could call. I guess you could call Lincoln.
John Spartan sounds familiar
John?
to me.
I don't want to make you think too hard.
Why am I
4,
recognizing John
3,
Spartan, but not the actor?
2, 1, and we start with the kid.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That is incorrect. Jacoby?
Sylvester Stallone?
Yes.
Yes.
Jacoby goes up by 1, and here's question 2.
Question 2 comes in the category of black cinema, and your question for a point. What comedy starring Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key has the tagline, "Kitten, Please"?
Just that alone. It's a laugh.
Hey, I'll take laughs any way I can get them.
That's a hack move. That's not yours.
That was a steal.
5, 4, 3,
Challenge.
2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and Jacoby.
Is it
Keanu?
Keanu?
And Brendan?
Keanu.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Funny movie, that Keanu.
Okay, I got one.
All right, family films
You won.
is the next category. Which actor stars as a dad named Ben Cooper in the film Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day?
How's your day?
Like I said, at least I got one.
Good.
Sounded like that was more to that good.
It's decent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're idiots. And starting with Brendan.
Steve Carell.
Yes. And Jacoby.
Steve Carell.
You got it.
Well, we may be morons, but they are perfect through 3, except for Brendan, because he got Arnold Schwarzenegger instead of Sylvester Stallone, but he can maybe pick up another point in the category of directors. And the question, what action movie franchise had entries directed by Terrence Young, Roger Spottiswoode, and Michael Apted?
No idea.
These are 2 young guys here. 5, 4,
Beloved.
3, yes.
Celebrate.
2, 1. Pens down. Hands up, please. We start with Jacoby.
That'd be the James Bond franchise.
Yes, sir. And Brendan?
James Bond franchise.
Makes sense.
Absolutely.
Got like
4-3.
26,
Bancroft
27
keeping that
movies.
1-point lead as we get to question 5. All right, guys. Remakes and reboots is your next category. Which actress plays teenager Maddie Ross in the 2010 film True Grit? First screening we ever went to that we were allowed to
You change the movie every
No,
time.
I have never changed the movie. I have never changed a movie.
This is the first screening I had to leave early, remember
No,
that?
5, 4. Yes, I do remember that. 3, 2. Leonard Maltin looked at you with disgust. All right, and here we start with the kid.
The answers.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yes, and
Okay.
Jacoby.
Haley Steinfeld.
Jacoby still first?
I'm not
5-4.
really answering, is it?
All right. Your next category, bar your spectacles
Keanu,
here, is
that's
in the
all I need.
category. Oh, comedies. I like when the competitors play along, too. For a point, your question. Ben Affleck, Chris Hemsworth, Justin Long, and Chris Jericho appear in which 2019 comedy?
Hope he gets this wrong.
All
It's
four.
definitely that Kevin
Gentlemen
Smith
have competed
movie
in
that they were
tournaments.
talking about last season when
4,
Jericho and
3,
Smith played each other, but I don't
2,
remember what it's called.
1. Pens down. Hands up, please, and we start with Jacoby.
Is it the Jay and Silent Bob reboot?
It is. And kid.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Wait, that was
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
2019?
Handwriting good enough.
Really?
All right, let's see what you
I
did
thought
there.
that was...
I mean, I have terrible
I
handwriting.
don't even think you knew what you did there.
Chicken
All right,
screw.
there we go. Movie release date is your next category.
Oh.
What year saw the release of the rom-coms The Duff, The Wedding Ringer, and Trainwreck?
All right, so you just think it's luck or part of my comedic genius that I happen to say Kevin Smith's nickname?
Absolutely luck. You be honest with me. 5, 4.
I can't trust you with anything.
3, 2,
There's girls here.
1. Pens down, please. And Jacoby.
2015?
Yes, sir. And Brennan.
2015.
Wow. That's a tough release date
It was.
question.
All right, so here's where we stand at the moment. Coming up to question 8. Jacoby, perfect
I know
thus
which
far.
movie I
If he
was
gets this,
confusing
he and only he will get a bonus
Trainwreck
question.
with now.
Here it is.
Your final category is
Confusing myself.
sports. If you're not a sports fan, don't worry. These are just movies based on athletics. Your question for a point. Which Oscar-nominated actor plays horse trainer Lucien Lauren alongside Diane Lane in the film Secretariat?
That is
BoJack
one
Horseman.
right there.
No?
Yes. It's not the movie with Maggie Gyllenhaal and James Spader.
5,
Kid riding furious.
2, 1. Pens down. Hands up. All right, we start with Jacoby for the perfect round.
William Hurt.
It's incorrect. And the kid.
John Malkovich.
Tie game.
That's what the kid can do. Tied ball game. Each competitor 1 point shy of a perfect round.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play a competitor like Meyer. You never know what he's going to know. And now we get to round number 2. It's the wheel round.
The wheel round, featuring a live physical wheel in studio.
Yay!
Features a bunch of categories. You spin it. Once you settle on a round, 4 questions emerge. Each question worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question, but stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which we're told is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question recedes to 1. Sometimes I just feel like I'm reading these rules to myself. So let's just ask Brendan the Kid Meyer. You have the luxury by tiebreaker. Would you like to spin the wheel first or defer to your opponent?
I'd like to defer, please.
Okay.
All right, Jacoby's going to give it a spin.
All right, so spin will come in. And wait for the wheel. All right, so Jacoby is going to be going first. Jacoby, go ahead and give that a spin of the wheel. Let's see
You
what we
really
got.
don't have to spin it hard. You really don't have to prep for it.
It's gonna...
No, not that stuff. Go back.
It's gonna
Look at it! Look at it! That was a great spin!
You can't do that. That's too little.
That's good. That's good.
Fair enough.
What are you talking about? You see how loose this wheel is?
And it's still gonna spin for like 10 minutes.
Round and round it
It might
goes.
have been a nice
Wheel
spin there. There it is.
And it goes right past opponent's choice into the world of
Thrillers.
thrillers.
Thrillers. You got, 60 seconds to decide if you want thrillers. And Jacoby trying to figure out if this category.
Sometimes it's not the category itself, it's what else
We're
is
gonna
on
spin
the
again.
Spin again. All right, here we go. Jacoby, whatever you get here, you got to take. Here's the spin.
All right. I love this Jacoby kid.
That's a good spin. That's
right.
a good spin.
That's right. You just got to let the wheel know you're there.
Nudge the
Well,
wheel.
wait a minute, though. Wait a
I
minute.
think it's going to blow past
Wait a minute.
opponent's choice.
Okay, it does.
There you go.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait
Look
a
at
minute.
that!
Oh! And now
Choice.
spinner's choice. So spinner's
Spiner's
choice it is. All right,
choice.
Jacoby. What are you looking at?
You got to decide first.
It's never a bad day when RB3 is on.
Never.
I'm going to go with
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez.
Brandon Hanna, clutch mic work.
All right, Robert Rodriguez movie.
All right.
It is. All right, Jacoby Bancroft has chosen for himself Robert Rodriguez through Spinner's Choice. All right, Jacoby, here you go.
All right.
What was the title of the feature film that Robert Rodriguez directed as a part of 2007's Grindhouse?
Is it Planet Terror?
Planet Terror.
Yes, sir. 2 points.
Doesn't sound very friendly, but he gets
The
2
other
points
one is
and the lead.
Death Proof.
Question
by,
2.
Tarantino,
Which
I think.
Oscar-winning actor plays the character of Jackie Boy in Sin City?
Benicio del Toro.
Yes, sir. 2 more points.
There's a reason why Spinner's Choice gives you the category you want. Bancroft living up to it so far.
Which actress plays young agent Carmen Cortez in the Spy Kids films?
Alexa Vega? I did watch those movies.
Alexa Vega.
2 more points.
Wow.
All right.
That was a
I knew
tough
a
one.
friend who said
Final
her name
question
was
here.
Alcázar.
What horror movie screenwriter penned the script for the 1998 Robert Rodriguez film, The Faculty?
Yeah, right? I think so. Kevin Williamson?
2 more points. Good round. Great round.
Very impressive round.
15-7. He goes perfect. He plays. And look, it was the right one to choose there. He takes Robert Rodriguez for himself and he clears it up. So great round by Bancroft. It is now 15-7 as the kid will now spin. I missed that. Wasted.
All
Oh,
right.
wait. Oh,
He's just practicing.
he is practicing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
No,
fine.
that was actually perfect.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not a practice. This is it.
Oh, it was not a practice, and it
it's
was thrillers.
All right, thrillers.
Yeah.
Decide
The
if you
wheel
want
wants
thrillers.
what the wheel wants.
That's how you spin it. You make me think it's practice.
Yeah. Well, you can't do practice.
Well, I mean, it's a physical wheel.
I don't care.
Leaving behind digital
You
wheel.
don't get special treatment because you're team champion.
Did I upset you last night?
Yes.
I'll sleep on the couch.
You going with it?
Yes!
You're going with it.
They're
okay.
going with thriller.
Confirmed.
Going with
Roy
thriller.
Chandler has confirmed into the mic.
I'll take it. Sorry. Yep, I'll take it.
Confirmed.
All right, we're gonna go with thrillers. All right, here we go.
Brendan, you spun thriller movies. 4 questions. I'm out of thriller, so I'm just going to give you NFL trivia. Is that okay?
Prefer the thrillers.
No. I actually found a new document with a bunch of thriller questions. Worth 2 points apiece unless you need multiple choice. Here's your first one. Who stars as former police detective Scotty Ferguson in Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo?
James Stewart.
He talks to a big giant rabbit. That is correct for 2
Don't
points.
tell Scotty because Scotty doesn't know.
And Meyer's second question in the world of thrillers. In which 2007 thriller does Kevin Bacon play a father who takes the law into his own hands to avenge his son's murder?
Death Sentence.
That is correct for 2 points. The kid having the kind of round he needs to match Bancroft. He can cut the lead to 2 if he gets this one correct off the bat. Your penultimate thriller question, kid. Who plays the well-dressed, fast-talking hotshot Freddie Lowndes in Michael Mann's Manhunter?
Stephen Lang.
Don't break into his house. That is correct for 2 more points. And the lead is cut to 2. It can be a tied ball game going into round 3 if Brendan the Kid Meyer can hit his final question in the world of thrillers, which this match is quickly becoming. In the film Unbreakable, the janitor that commits a home invasion is wearing what color jumpsuit?
That's a round 2 question.
5, 4, 3.
Green.
Is incorrect for a 2-point steal without the other multiple choice, Jacoby. In Unbreakable, the janitor that commits a home invasion is wearing what color jumpsuit?
Wow. since
I'm
the
gonna go
color
with-
of clothes is kind of a major plot
I'll go
point in
with,
that movie.
5, 4,
Orange.
3.
The color of carrots is correct for 2 points.
What a steal.
And that is a giant steal as we head into round
Yes,
3.
it is a
Bancroft, we
round
could have been tied, but it is Bancroft with a 4-point lead.
So right now it is 17-13 with 4 points over the team's champion. The deal breaker is in the lead as we get to round number 3.
Round number 3 works as thus. We need a series of numbers from each competitor, 3 numbers in total from each of you. You may not pick the same numbers as your opponent. Your numerals may range from 1 to 20. Each integer corresponds to a different, unique category of Schmoedown know-how. First question is worth 2 points. Next question worth 3 points. Your final question is worth 5 big points. It is a 4-point advantage for Jacoby Bancroft. So deal breaker, you get to give us your 3 lucky numbers first. From 1 to 20, what feels fortunate? Your 3
yes.
lucky numbers.
I will go 15, 16, and 8.
15, 16, and 8 for deal breaker and
Sexy
for the kid.
numbers, yeah!
I'll go 1, 9, and 4.
1, 9, and 4 for the kid. All right, so we are going to start with Brendan Meyer, who is playing from behind here, 4 points. So, Brendan, you chose category number 1. Category number 1 is going to put you in the realm of family films. Family films. All right, here is your question for 2 big points. All right, Brendan. Donald Glover and Beyonce lent their voice to what 2019 Disney?
Come on! The Lion King!
The Lion King.
Yes!
He picks up a quick 2.
Hakuna
now he
Matata,
can take the
people!
lead and solo possession of said lead if he gets this next one right.
That's right. So now, Brendan, you chose category 9. Category 9. And that would put you with fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi is your category. Here is your 3-point question. Mackenzie Davis plays the orange-haired prostitute Mariette in what 2010's sci-fi sequel?
Blade Runner 2049.
Yes, sir.
The kid takes the lead, as many, including his fans here in the studio audience, thought he would in round 3. But here's where it gets a little different. Now Bancroft has a 2-pointer, and he can regain the lead if he hits it. Jacoby, you said number 15 for your 2-point category. That corresponds to recently released films, or as I like to call them, new releases.
All right.
For 2 points. To regain the lead, your question. Pete Davidson stars as Scott Carlin, an aspiring tattoo artist, in what 2020 Judd Apatow film?
The King of Staten Island.
A lot of chuckles in that flick. That is correct, and more importantly, that forces the hand of Brennan the Kid Meyer. He's now faced with his 5-pointer. If he hits it, he's going to force some pressure on Bancroft. If he misses it, Bancroft will advance in the Ultimate Schmoedown tournament.
That's right. Brendan Meyer has to hit this 5-point question. All right, Brendan, you chose for your 5-point question, category 4, Brad Pitt films.
All right.
Brad Pitt. Here is your question, sir. Which film saw Brad Pitt receive his first Oscar nomination for lead actor?
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Yes, sir. 5 big points for Brendan Meyer.
What a pull.
Big pull. So now Jacoby Bancroft basically got to hit his 5 to win, but he can add some points here with his 3.
So
He
this
certainly
one's, this
can.
one's for fun.
This one is just for us.
All
For your
right.
stats.
Just for you guys at home.
That category that is completely meaningless
Sweet.
is thrillers.
Huh, okay. Orange.
I got that one.
Your question for 3 incredibly useless points. To cut the lead to 1, which famous child actor played an unhinged boy named Henry in the 1993 film The Good Son?
I am very thankful. This is not the points.
5,
The Good Son,
4, 3.
Henry Thomas.
Looking for Macaulay Culkin.
Oh.
Yeah, after Home Alone, he had some bad face
that
in movies.
All right, so interesting.
Might as well use them.
So,
all right, it's exciting, isn't it?
Bancroft missed that one, but he still can win the match and put himself into round number 2 should he hit this 5-pointer. If he hits the 5-pointer, he moves on. However, if he misses, Brendan Meyer will advance to round number 2. Mark, he chose for his 5-point question, category 8.
Category 8, the legendary number of Kobe Bryant, Cal Ripken, Steve Young, is now, for you, Jacoby, comic book movies. Movies based on comic books. And your question, for 5 points, and the win. Kenneth Johnson directed which DC Comics film?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
First one.
All right, you have 2 JT rules remaining. Your question, Kenneth Johnson directed which DC Comics film?
I'm gonna go on a complete guess and say
5,
Jonah
4,
Hex.
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Second one.
You have 1 remaining. Categories comic book movies. The question, Kenneth Johnson directed which DC Comics film?
I have 1 more, right?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Last one. Repeat
Last
the question.
one. Here it is.
All right, categories comic book movies. The question, Kenneth Johnson directed which DC Comics film?
5, 4, 3.
The losers.
And your winner, advancing to the next round, Brendan
Steel. We are looking for Steel, starring Shaquille O'Neal.
Steel was the answer. Steel.
O'Neal.
Steel. That is the champion there, the team's champion. Just skates by, almost loses there.
And you see more relief on the face of Brendan Meyer, Coy Jander, the Quirky Mercs than anything else. It's not the ecstasy of victory. It is just enjoying getting through to the next round. What a performance, though, by the deal breaker and his manager today, Brandon
He
Hanna.
does it every time. He shows you why he got the glowing reviews that he did in the first place. Because of the way that he played. It was a 5-pointer. He just simply didn't know. But you have Brendan the Kid Meyer and the Mercs pick up 3 more points. That's going to help them. We already know Bibiani has advanced, so they are playing, and Josh Horowitz has advanced. The Mercs are playing fantastic right now, and that was a massive win for the team's champion, but a hell of a performance by the deal breaker.
They're playing well as teams and now as individuals, too. And for an exclusive interview with the Quirky Mercs, if you like belts, you're going to want to stay tuned for this because you might have 2 of them in the shot. We turn it over to the great Jilly Marie. Follow her on Twitter at Jilly Marie. You have the sword.
What is going on, Schmoedown fans? I am here with the winner who is advancing in the singles tournament, Brendan the Kid Meyer. Brendan, what a match. What a match. I do have to admit, though, that round 2 got me a little bit nervous. How are you feeling in that round 2?
Yeah, look, I mean, I love that category. I love thrillers. And hey, I got the first 3 right, and I felt like some of those were really good, really tricky questions. But look, that last one, it's tough. I mean, I've seen Unbreakable, been up for 4 years. And look, you choose which way you want to take the game. There's not one way that's better than the other. I'm sitting there. I know if I check to multiple, I'm down 1 point. And I was like, I'd rather just swing for it. I'm going to kick myself if all I had to do was just say green and it was the green. I'd rather just going down and try to gut it out and trust. Because at that point, he has all the fate in his hands anyway. So I decided to take a swing, roll the dice, and fortunately, I was able to come away with the win.
Amazing gameplay as always from Brendan the Kid Meyer. Now that 5-pointer, where was your head at? Were you shaking in your boots? How were you hoping for the 5-pointer for both you and Jacoby?
Hey, look, despite missing a question in Oscars against Chance earlier this year, which ultimately led to me losing, everyone knows I'm really, really good at that category, and so I got very, very lucky that was the question, and that's tough. It's tricky. You think Brad Pitt with the career he's had might have been nominated earlier, but I've always known that, so I felt 100% on that, and then I just had to sweat it out.
It was amazing to watch, let me tell you. And now we have Bibiani, we have Josh, we have Brendan, we have Shazam with the team's belts, we have Dimolanta with the Star Wars belt. The Mercs are killing it right now. You guys are in first place. Koi Jandrew, your thoughts?
It feels great because we experienced a -2, and if anyone's ever been buried alive, it feels a lot like being 2 feet under, and it feels way better to be 60 plus feet over. It feels amazing that we have this stacked of a roster that I knew we did at the draft, and I don't like to prove people wrong, but I like to prove people wrong. So it's been really enjoyable to see, hey, I played the long game. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Y'all doubted me, and I love how much of a family we all are. I didn't drop anyone. I didn't trade anyone. The people, win or lose, have won or learned. And every single player on the entire faction has improved from last year to this and from the beginning of this year to now. Everyone with belts, everyone without belts. And it feels so good to know that for my guys and my girls going into the next thing next year and the next match. All of them have improved. I'm so proud of everyone, and I love having a lot of belts.
Of course, who's not going to level out of belts? And Brendan, what are your thoughts on continuing your journey throughout the singles tournament?
Yeah, look, the singles tournament, I'm very fortunate. I've been able to get through the first round every time, and I've actually gotten through the second round every time, too. So if history follows, I should be able to win this match coming up, but I'm sure that it'll be a very, very tough opponent. Look, I have to give major props to Jacoby Bancroft. I think he showed today that he's here to stay in the Schmoedown, and I just think he deserves a huge round of applause.
Yeah.
And he pushed me so hard, and I was probably, frankly, very lucky to get away with one here. And I know that whoever I play is going to be as tough. So it's going to be tough. But look, I believe in myself. I've had a lot of losses in singles, but they've all been to great players. And I feel like, aside from maybe Ben Bateman here and there, my first match against Pauliyama, I've been really competitive with those people. I've proved that I might lose to an Adam Collins or to a Dan Murrell, but it's by 1 point. It's by a massive amount. So I go into every match knowing that I can lose, but feeling like I can win as well. So I'm excited to keep doing that.
We always love to see that positivity.
He forgets he has a belt on his shoulder all the time, and I just need to point that out. That he's like, I come in really competitive. You don't say. That's real shiny, bro. Yeah, you come in competitive. That's how he plays. There's a reason he is the kid. There's a reason you're going all the way, and there's a reason we have 3 out of 4 after the first round. That's a special spot to be in because of these guys, and I'm so proud of them.
I just want to say, and don't forget, since you won, you get a blue milk.
Oh,
cheers to that. Thank you so much, guys. Congratulations, Brendan. We'll see you continuing to rock it in the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, obviously you see Brendan Meyer very happy, but as we said in the beginning of this, both these guys had respect for each other, and Brendan Meyer has been in the same spot that Jacoby was in, so you knew he was going to give him the respect, and he did, and it was such a close match, and Jill was right. This was just a battle to watch. People were cheering because there was no one to boo in this match. It was an absolute fun match between two guys who knew a lot of trivia. Brendan Meyer will go on now to play in round 2.
And it's that veteran experience that you'll lean on, not necessarily to get more correct answers, but just to have the confidence in yourself to hang in there. You're trailing most of round 2 and round 3, but you're able to get that clutch question when you need it the most. And then, we asked the question about Steel. And I know you're a big fan of that movie. You've championed it since its release in the 90s, and not a lot of other folks share your sentiment.
No, I was talking about Real Steel, but I will tell you...
That's a good movie.
That's a good movie. But I will say there were some Inner Geekdom players that were in the audience, and they were like, yeah, we do it. And it was... But that's the thing, is that you spin that, you choose that rather, and Jacoby wasn't able to pull it. Brendan Meyer, with the experience that he's had as champion, he makes it. But now we are going to hear from Jacoby Bancroft, who is standing by with Jill.
Jacoby Bancroft, what a match! But thank you. Let's hear it, guys. It didn't go your way, unfortunately. Where was your head at during that 5-pointer?
Oh man, my head was going in a lot of, different directions for that one, because I knew it was one that would have to be either an unknown one. I kind of went to 90s. I was scribbling a bunch of DC unknown ones down on my board, and I just didn't get to Steel today, which is which is tough. But I'm happy with the game I played. Overall, it was a tough match. Coming in here into a live environment, I didn't know how that was going to go or what was going to happen, but I think I held my own pretty well, and I was just really excited to play today in front of everybody and have just a great competitor in Brendan Meyer, who just played fantastically like he always does. So I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and now here we are. But it was a blast all around. Yeah.
And I love that positivity between you two. Usually when we have these matches, there's someone to boo for, someone to cheer for. But with this, you both came out and were like, what do we do? Are we just cheering for everybody? So how does it feel going into that atmosphere? Everyone's just having a grand old time.
Oh, it's so great. Because I remember back when Brendan first started playing, he was just an inspiration for just how he brings positivity and joy to this game. Because I think that's very important to this game that we play. Because it's supposed to be fun. We're supposed to have a good time. We're here to answer trivia about movies, and that's a blast. That's what we all love doing. So to play someone like that was just amazing, and I'm glad that he was. Glad I got to play him in this huge setting and everything like this. It was just great.
And now, while the crowd was cheering for the competitors, there may have been one or two boos for your stand-in manager here. Do you have any thoughts about how the gameplay turned out today?
Thanks, Jen. Another one of the call to action girls. Come on, guys. Yeah, people love me.
Wrong podcast, but thank you.
What? You're not on that show?
Who are you again?
I'm Brandon Hanna.
Who?
The Brandon Hanna.
Have you won this season, or?
Yeah, I have. I win a lot. In life, in the Schmoedown. I won $1 on the lottery last week.
Proud of you. Well, let me get out of that headspace. Can we talk about someone else for a second? Are you okay to not talk about you for 2 seconds? Is that gonna be okay?
If it's Jacoby, yeah, I'll talk about it.
Yes, we can talk about Jacoby. What are your thoughts on how your teammate played today?
Jacoby played great today. He played like a champ. He had Brendan beat dead to rights. It came down to a really hard 5 for someone who's not in IG, and Jacoby's great in IG. It's just steal. This match was stolen from him. That's what happened.
Now, Jacoby, unfortunately, you are out of the singles tournament. But what are your thoughts for next season? Where's your head at? What do you want to do for next season?
I want to play. I think that'd be good. Coming. No, this is the part where you're supposed to say next. I'm coming for the belts. All of them. I'm going to get them all. I'm going to wear them. And continue having them afterwards. All the belts.
Polish the belts.
Mine.
You'd look good in a couple belts. I will say that. I mean, you would look good in a couple belts.
One. I forgot. I drove in from Vegas and I forgot a belt, and my wife, reminded me, and I forgot one. So I need a belt for this.
We'll have to fix that. But unfortunately, it didn't go your way today. But I will say, I do think we have found a star in Jacoby Bancroft. Can we hear it for Jacoby? Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, that is Jilly and Brandon. I like that nice little subplot there.
She gave it right to him.
Yes, she
cracked
did.
Him right in the jaw. I liked it. Look, this is, and I think that, like he said, he just wants to play. He wants to play again, and I think it's pretty much a guarantee you're going to see Jacoby Bancroft next season. But this is a guy who he put everything on the line. And he played very well. He didn't know the 3 and the 5, but nonetheless, he put up a hell of a performance. The crowd fell in love with him, and Brandon Hanna stayed despicable. It worked out.
You just look at Bancroft, and I'm just so impressed how you're able to step into an environment like this where we're taping it live. There's a studio audience here. It's a cool-looking Scum and Villainy bar here, and that can put a lot of pressure on a newer player. Not Jacoby Bancroft. He's cool, calm, collected. Those 3 C's we love saying so much. He just ran into Brendan the Kid Meyer. His manager's Brendan. There's a lot of people whose names start with B, like me, Baby Carrots, and it will be Meyer advancing to round 2.
Well, nonetheless, we have a lot of tournaments going on, and this is just one of them. So much. The IG, the Star Wars teams coming up. So many pay-per-views coming up, and thank you to Scum and Villainy once again for having us here.
Keep it going for Scum and Villainy and their great staff. As we got the round of applause, one of their great bartenders shaking a martini that's probably for you.
Maybe. Listen, what I will tell you also is that round 2 of the Ultimate Schmoedown, it continues, and it's going to continue into New York, because you saw the Quirky Mercs. You've got Josh Horowitz, a Carpathian, going up against downtown Griffey Nooms, Orko himself, in the undercard of the main event for the singles championship of the world. So get your tickets to schmoedownlive.com. Get your tickets for December 4th, the Spectacular. We had a blast here today. I had a blast, partner, calling with you. From Mark Ellis and everybody here at Skybound, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Okay, so, I mean, I only answered 4 questions. Just saying. So, you know. And one of them was a Lion King question. Just wanted to point that out. So, yeah, clearly I'm terrible as usual at this. But finished the entire pizza by myself. Guess I was hungry. And maybe that's why I missed so many questions, because I was hungry. Anyway, always a pleasure seeing the Quirky Mercs win and seeing Brendan Hanna lose. I know technically that wasn't his match, but, I mean, you get the point. So, yeah, it's great to see Brendan Hanna moving on to the next stage of the tournament. And, yeah, hopefully I can continue this streak of watching at least one match a week. Hopefully I can catch up to at least half of all the matches I missed before Spectacular happened. Who knows? But, yeah, congratulations to the Quirky Mercs as per usual, and my condolences to the unfortunate loser, Jacoby Bancroft, who still got a chance in teams. Okay, I will say this. He's on a great team with a great partner, and, yeah. Just, I guess I'll have to wait for the team's tournament, for myself to catch on the team's tournament. Anyways, this was a great pizza, and pizza and Schmoedown are always great. So, thank you for watching, and see you guys next match. Goodbye. Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.